of students who will be enrolling. So it is not fair to the state universities and colleges that there are trainings, programs, and even students in need who are turned away, and programs that are not 0.3 billion, a part of which will come from the CHED, and we are very, very grateful for our not just cooperative but forward-thinking CHED, seeing how agencies of government can help each other, and so that this formula in computing for the number of students in state in the coming years. So we thank you for that, Dr. Cruz. The Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, led by former congressman from my region, but you're now in NIR, and EDCOM 2 Commissioner, now Secretary Kiko Benitez. We would like to implementation of our technical vocational programs and how, and the Second Congressional Commission on Education, led by EDCOM 2 Chair. Perhaps you can advise us on the priority measures that you want us to file. If I'm not, actually, ang tawag sa kanya, amendment. Para maliwanag, Senator Bang, before we ask them to present, 55 billion that was taken out of the flood control budget in the House of Representatives was allocated to what they believed. The state universities and colleges advised me that hindi po naisama ang mga SUCs sa pag-allocate ng budget. So it looks dahil walang SUCs ang nakinabang dito. Thank you.
Chairperson, gusto ko rin itong banggitin po sa mga kasama natin sa education sector. Of course, sila Carol are here for EDCOM. Ang naibabalita is that 26 billion out of the 260 billion ang ilalagay sa edukasyon. And that's too small. Masyado controlled budget should go to education. So ano po yan? Tingnan natin kung ano yung magiging proseso namin ni Senator Loren, but I know that many senators are with us.
Instead of creating and complete without really appropriate duration. 3 to 1 year to realistically complete the reform agenda of EDCOM while avoiding any
po, marami na ibang nangyayari. So 2 years is sufficient time just to manageship and that everything is working in lockstep. Thank you.
But I put it on record. Could it also blur accountability if its functions overlap with the executive bodies?
Branch to accept the proposals and then to implement, because ultimately it is only the executive branch that implements. On the second point, yes, I guess just to call out education, that was a concurrent resolution of both houses, recommending the creation of a cabinet cluster focused on education.
That already been obtained will also be maximized. So for us in that life, especially now that EDCOM and the three agencies are core.
The data generated by EDCOM 2, and it is very helpful for us three, and so truly CHED supports the extension of EDCOM 2 so that we will make sure that
at least for 2 years, right? I think between the 1 year and the 2 years. As a former commissioner and principal author of the EDCOM 2 laws na pwede nilang magawa on behalf, in fact, of the system that handle education in the country. Filipino people can only benefit. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Secretary Benitez. Maybe ask Dr. has the Nature Campus, and they really science collaboration. So there's so much international linkages that can be done, and I'm sure you can do that in the next 2 years. Partners, what countries, what
I'm not sure what the DBF, what kind of chaos that might bring to the DBF's own internal processes. But those two things perhaps might need to be made part of the group chats or technical working groups completely.
Yes, or do we, because Tulong is not a law, it's a special provision. And it is a special provision for the congressional amendments. Yes, call it insertion amendment. It's for the good of people. To be fair, it's for student beneficiaries na hindi covered ng listahan. Kasi sabi ni Senator Bang, mahirap pa rin, maski hindi na sa listahan. So, on that note, I thank Senator Aquino and all of those who are present here today. First, we will no longer have a PWG for the extension of EDCOM. I would endorse the measure and draft the committee report.
Sorry po.